Well, tonight, Lubbock area veterans are pushing to have a Medal of Honor recipient returned back to the South Plains after his remains never made it back to the U.S. from the Korean War.
KCBD News Channel 11's Dylan Villa tells us about Operation Bring Him Home.
Lieutenant Colonel George Andrew Davis Jr. enlisted in the U.S. Army here in Lubbock back in 1942. A highly decorated pilot, he served in World War II and the Korean War, becoming one of 7 U.S. pilots ever to become an ace in 2 different wars. After his death in 1952, however, his body was never recovered. And now, there is this plot here at the Lubbock Cemetery, but now there's a push to bring him back here to Lubbock.
His body was never recovered because the Chinese, they went and they were able to recover, and his dog tag and his remains, whatever was left. We're not exactly sure how much is left, but we know that they have it, and they have it on display in one of their museums.
Born in Dublin, Texas in 1920, Davis later graduated from Morton High School and went on to secure 7 victories in World War II and 14 victories in the Korean War. He was shot down in northwestern North Korea on February 10, 1952. More than 70 years later, the Lubbock community and his family still don't have him home. That's where Sarah Weedy comes in. When she moved back to Lubbock 2 years ago, she learned about Davis's story. When she became the Lubbock VFW commander earlier this year, she felt it was time to push this issue forward.
We signed letters to Jody Arrington's office, and we're going to be sending letters to everybody that we can think of to start urging them, the members of Congress, to start making some headway with this.
The website returnourhero.org was created with a petition. The goal is to receive as many signatures as possible to bring to legislators. The goal is to bring him home in time for the opening of the West Texas Veterans Cemetery next year, where he will be the first veteran buried.
We want his body returned. We want to be able to have him buried in a distinguished manner in the honor that he deserves. And we want some closure for his family because his son still lives here in Lubbock. And for so many years, like, his dad has never returned. And one thing that was drilled into us when I was in the military, it doesn't matter what branch you are, you don't leave anyone behind.
With the posthumous promotion from Major to Lieutenant Colonel and a Medal of Honor to his name, the hope is to bring this war hero back to the 806.
Knowing where he is, or at least having an idea of where he is, and that we don't have him here with us. It's something that enrages us. It's something that saddens us, and we're not going to stop till we get him home.
Dylan Villa, KCBD News Channel 11.